You guys know I've been through a lot of card game formats, and today we're going to be making a video that I'm relatively passionate about, and it is, well, the impact of a certain card on Vanguard Premium format. And I want to talk about how designing imbalanced cards leads to their bans, these absurdities, whether it be Lysander's Trump card from Pokemon, whether it be, Cezanne for Vanguard, or it be, some of the crazy stuff that we've seen in Yu-Gi-Oh! Throughout the years. Let's dig on into this, shall we? So I just want to say that I've lived a lot of formats. I've seen a lot of formats. I read a lot about Magic, Pokemon, and some other formats because Modern was interesting. And when something broken happens, especially in a game that I love, I want to talk about it because it's unhealthy. So a lot of you guys might not play Cardfight Vanguard. A lot of you guys might be confused why we're bringing this up on a Yu-Gi-Oh channel because it's imbalanced card design actually slightly ripples through communities, because when Yu-Gi-Oh was going through a hard time in Dragon Rulers, Cardfight Vanguard was coming to fruition, and a lot of players left to come on over here. All right, it was an interesting transition phase, but we actually have Mr. Cezanne here. So, Soul Blast 1, call 2 vanillas from your hand, and then flip over a card from your extra deck. They all get 5,000 and draw 2 cards. All right, that's probably layman's terms to you guys. But we've got a motion going, hashtag Cezanne to 0 in Cardfight. Now let's explain this in Yu-Gi-Oh terms, all right, because there's a lot to take in. So you draw your 5 cards for turn, all right? That's pretty good. You activate this card, all right, or you normal summon this monster, however you want to visualize this. So you normal summon this monster. It has the effect of special summon 2 normal monsters from your hand. Alright, so you special summon 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Alright? Well, you flip over, you take a card from your extra deck, send it to the graveyard. If that card remains in your graveyard, all of your vanilla monsters on the field get an extra 500 attack points. Oh, and you also get to draw 2 cards. Alright? You have single-handedly created a monster. Not only do I have 2 vanillas on the field, they're 3,500 attack. Plus, what? We give this thing 1,000 attack points. And this card also says, draw 2 cards. This is Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright? And we understand that an effect like that is absurd. Alright? Cards that generically are able to push out advantage like this. Also, cards that say draw in any card game, no matter what it is. Except for, I think, Pokemon, alright, because Pokemon's energy system is what balances the game. At any stage, when you have a card like this, that just generates this much advantage, and nets you 2 cards, oh, also, a continuous attack boost on top of your cards. This is unhealthy for any sort of card game. So, I do take you guys, I do want to say this, if you guys have played Vanguard in the past, please watch my video. I'll leave the link down below so you guys can check it out. I'm really passionate about this, and it really sucks because bad card design like this will ripple. You will have players quit and go to other games because you literally destroyed something like this. Now, we've all been through Yu-Gi-Oh! We've seen these horrible formats. We've seen horrible card design. Let's be honest here, alright? We as a player base sat through Dragon Rulers. We sat through Tier 0 Spellbooks. We sat through Tier 0 Lightsworn. We sat through 2 iterations of Teledad. We sat through Chaos, Cookie Cutter. Alright? We have Frog FTK format. We have sat through these formats, but there's always a ripple effect with these sorts of things. When one card game experiences this Tier 0 prowess, or a use of a certain imbalanced card that makes players quit, you will see other card games start to see, even if it's not extremely noticeable, 1 or 2 new players quitting one game, going to the next, is always a bad thing. Let's be honest here, alright? And Yu-Gi-Oh! Has done that throughout the years. There are always constant pushes of players here that are leaving and coming back. Now, Yu-Gi-Oh! and Vanguard are not the only ones that have done this. Ho 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 ho. So, Pokemon. Alright? I've played a little bit of Pokemon throughout the years. I played during, what was it, Blaziken Firestarter format. Played a little bit. Not a lot. I was a big casual scrubberoo at that point. I played a lot of Pokemon online just because it was vendor simulator, and it was an interesting time. I think my account still got 4 beaches on it for playing online, but they've done some crazy things throughout the years. All right, we had the basically crazy Zoroark format, which thank God they checked, and then they had a card called Lysander's Trump Card. Now, Lysander's Trump Card made it so you could never deck out. Literally, you would just keep using it over and over and over again, reuniting your graveyard back into your deck. Shuffle, 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 shuffle. Oh look, all of my resources are back. What's a point of limiting cards to 1 in a format where you can just reset your deck? Alright? Now imagine if Yu-Gi-Oh! Had the ability to turbo through your deck and then just reset it. Back on the point of, like, what is the point of limiting cards in a format where you have such an overpowered card? What was it, the Worlds that year or the Nationals? I don't remember. I was watching a stream. I watched this guy go through his deck, it was twice, and his opponent just couldn't deck him out. Like, you just keep doing it. That is inherently bad card design, alright? I get what you were thinking when you made it. You were like, oh, this won't be an issue, you know, like, the game's... If it would prevent them, they should win the game on the next turn. Well, it becomes these stall strategies. Mystic Mind Burn. What a real shocker there. You see these similarities. You see these cards that I don't think in testing were designed to be like this. Now, back to Cezanne, for the most part here. You have this crazy, imbalanced card that makes vanillas playable. In any game where you can make vanillas a playable, viable strategy through the only means that you know how. Higher attack numbers. Alright. We know that big beat stick go burr. We know that this is an important, crucial fact to making these types of things work. But imbalanced resource creation on top of this is bad. Now, in the topic of other insanities that I've seen, Magic the Gathering. Well, let's see here. Gitaxian Probe, that was a fun card. I love that thing. Banned. Let's see here. My Artifact deck, I really enjoyed playing. Banned. Alright, cool. Infect, I mean, it's fine. Tron was alright. But we have a problem here, alright? Modern goes through a lot of changes. So, the last big thing I saw out of Magic was Jace the Mind Sculptor, and this was hilarious to me. So Jace came out, and during the time Yu-Gi-Oh! Players that played Magic were losing their mind. They're like, how can you make a card as powerful as Jace? Banishing your opponent's entire deck is insanity. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, I still think, were like, oh my god, this is crazy to us. And they were going, I was watching, what was it, Nationals that year? I watched Chases being traded left and right, and they were so much value. I remember we went to a regional also for Jace during that point, and they were cross-platform trading. Like, it was interesting seeing Jace be this high-valued currency for this trading card, or for the trading card business, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Players were just like, this is nuts. Like, you talk about imbalanced card design, and it's apparent here when you see other players from other card games talking about how you screwed up in terms of design. Like, it's a mind-boggling to me that all of these card games, everybody messes up. I don't. There's never been the perfect card game. All right, everybody makes these design mistakes here, and I have faith in Bushiroad that, much like all the other companies, much like Pokemon, much like Magic, much like Yu-Gi-Oh, that after X amount of time, they will fix this. The interesting thing with Cezanne is Japan just got it. America doesn't get it until August. So you can't just ban a card before it comes out. right? Like, I don't know if you guys know that or not, but that's bad marketing. So we'll probably see a little thing that most card games don't like to do called an errata on it, and we'll have to wait and see where that goes. But guys, I've been through so many years of card games that seeing the insanity of these things and like the accounts and like just how these types of cards impact the game and ripple into other card games with people talking about them and things like that, it's insane. So guys, please, I'll leave my Cezanne video down below. Take a couple of minutes, watch it, and understand that I don't want to see my baby die. And I love that game to death. And just, I don't know, man. It's one of those days. Alright, guys. I'm out. Have a good rest of your day. And remember, there's always a broken trading card somewhere. You just gotta find it. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCole40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCole40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcolegames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.